you how work identity provider work in the GCP. So workload identity pool. Why we use the workload identity pool? Because when we want to use keyless authentication with the external access to the cookie, then we will use the workload identity user. Okay, I will show you how it works. This lab will help you how to create the workload identity and how it works. You will understand. So firstly that I would like to create the workload identity. So I will go to the workload identity. So workload identity federation. So okay, so here workload identity federation. So I will create the workload identity first. Create a new pool. In the new pool, I will give the name. Okay, I will give the GitHub action v6. Okay, description I will not give. Enable pool continue, and then add the provider. So that we have the provider right now. I will use GitHub. GitHub will be included in the OpenID Connect. So provider details, I will choose the GitHub action. URL is the issuer URL. So this one we can check in the Google. So issuer of GitHub. So, okay, then you will see the issuer of GitHub URL. Okay, then you will see the GitHub URL issuer link. So that one is the default one. So right now I already put the GitHub issuer link. That one JSON. Okay, default audience and continue. Okay, the one is the configure provider attributes. So at least you have to configure the one attribute. The one is the cookie subject. Cookie subject, you have to use the assumption sub. Okay, I copy it and put here. And then if you want more attribute, then you can add it. Here I will add more attributes. I already okay, first one I will choose address, and then address. Okay, I will explain why we use this attribute and what is the definition of this attribute. So attributes is the security option. So let's say here the attribute address assertion address. That means the only this user, this owner can authenticate with the cookie and the GitHub. So the AUD are so this like this. So and then also the repository is the only this repository can authenticate. So the one is the restriction of the assertion. So all of the attribute we already set. So if you don't want to set, also no problem, but you must set at least one attribute the above one, the first one, the Google subject and the assertion sub. That one you must have. Okay, now I set the 4 attributes. After that, here you will see the add condition. In the add condition, you need to use the add condition. So in the add condition, I will choose the give me a minute. Where is that? Okay, this one we need to use the, so this one also that you can search in the Google. So the searching repository, the one I use the my GitHub repository. So in my GitHub, I want to show you the my GitHub. Okay, here is my GitHub. Searching repository, this one location, this one we need to point to the my GitHub location. My GitHub location is on LinkedIn / and then my GitHub repository name oidc@g2.gcp. That one we need to put in the GitHub repository, then save it. Okay, then it will be creating the workload identity pool. Okay, after workload after workload identity pool, then we need to create the SC service account. So we will create a service account. Okay, after creating, and then you will see this information. So workload identity, and then workload identity I will show you. Okay, show delete, and then you, okay, this one deleted pool and provided. That when I click this one, then you will see the history data information. So that before I already created that one, so I disable this information. And the GitHub, this is my GitHub repository pool. This was good. So you should see the one provider, because the one I choose the provider is the GitHub. So that this one you should see the one provider. And then I will go to the SA service account. So we will create the service account. So create the service account. In the service account, we will choose which service account name we should choose. Okay. Okay, we will give the service account name. Whatever you want, you can give the service account name. I will give the GitHub ACTR1 GitHub action SE like this. I will give the GitHub action service account, and then create and continue. Okay. Okay, another one is the service account role. In this role, we will give the compute network engine, compute network admin. Why I give this role? Because we will create the VPC. We will create the VPC in this GCP under this project. My project is the WinPPK app 01. So I will create the VPC under this project. So currently you won't see any VPC creation, only you will see the default. So later I will create the one VPC. To create the VPC, I will use the GitHub. So right now I will create the service account. So the service account, I give the role is the compute network admin role, and then continue. Okay, and then I already give the service. I already create the service account. So after create the service account, then we need to give the permission. So in this service account, and then you will see here what service account is this one. Then here okay, I will go to the IAM, then I will show my service account row. So in this service account, we will grant the access. So we will grant access. So for the principal, we need to give the principal, and then the row, we need to give the row. So this row will be using for to communicate with our GitHub to GCP. So this one, workload identity. Workload identity user row. Okay, this principal we need to check it. So for this principal, so we can check the, I will check with using the command line. So I will put my authenticate. So I will use the GC line. Okay, in this GC line, we will use the command is, okay, that one I will use. Okay, here this command will describe our workload identity pool description. So the GitHub Ashim describe the GitHub Ashim workload identity pool GitHub Ashim v. My one is v6, right? Let me see. Okay, GitHub Ashim pool v6. So GitHub Ashim pool v6, GitHub Ashim pool v6, location global. So we will choose the location is global. Okay, I will double check again. Workload identity pool providers. Okay, GitHub Ashim workload. Okay, so we will check the principal. So the one is the project. So the one is the project. Okay, first we can copy the projects. Okay, we got the projects, and then another one is the principal set. So we can configure the principal set. Principal set is this one. So principal set, how we set? Here principal set, we can copy it. Okay, in this principal set, okay, wait, principal set, I am Google API project tool for location global, workload identity pools, GitHub Action v. My one is v6, attribute repository. Okay, this one attribute repository, and then attribute repository location we need to point it. So my one is the unlinked then O1DC. This one, this information get it from GitHub. Here you can see. Here you can see it. Here you can see the unlinked that this one. Okay, then I will copy this information and then paste in the principal. Okay, so we already put the principal and then workload identity user and save it. So the GitHub action already give the role and also grant to the principal workload identity user principal. So now we are already set up there. So first thing that we already created the SA with the roles, and then already created also the workload identity pool. This one already put the attribute to communicate with our GitHub. Another thing is here GitHub. So in this GitHub repository, I already write down. So the current lesson is the current lesson purpose is the how to communicate workload identity and our GCP. So this is the I already write down the Terraform to create a VPC. This is the Terraform script. This is the main.tf. Then I create the VPC. This is subnet 1, 2, and then provider is our GCP. I use the GCP, and then this is the variable, and this variable we will set the variable subnet this one subnet 1, 2, and the project ID is the WinPPK app 01. I will create in the US Central one. Then I will use the Terraform init plan something like this. So I already created the CI continuous integration. So I already created the workflow here. So this one is a Terraform init, Terraform check, Terraform plan, Terraform validate, and then Terraform apply. This is the applying, and then another script, workflow script is Terraform get it how to check the after verification. This one verification. So I will apply the Terraform. So when we apply the Terraform, right, then in this Terraform script we need to modify it. Here is the workload identity provider, the one we need to change it our current project workload identity provider. So my one is current, so project 214. This one we need to change it, update it, because this information how we get when we put the command, right, then we get it this one, right. Then you remember that I will show you again. Okay, here we get we put the command. After that we get the process ID. So I will use this one, project, then I will put into GitHub, my GitHub information here, GitHub. So I need to edit this file. So my one is the role number 30 here, workload identity. I will change it. Okay, I already update, and then create creature file we must set the true, and then the service account is a GitHub. Okay, we can choose the service account. Service account is where is the service account? Our service account is this one. Our service account. Okay, we can check here also. Same. This one is our service account. I copy it, and then I will put in this. So okay, then so the another thing is the token. This is the token. This token is the 120 second. So we can set the maximum 300 plus, I believe. So this one I already changed. So other thing we don't need to change anything. Then we change the commit. So update the YAML. So you can commit the message that I updated. After that, we can run the command. Okay, before run the command, I want to show you my GitHub. Okay, this one no need anymore, because in the VPC, right, in the VPC there is no the new VPC creation, so only have the default VPC. So after applying the action, so it will create the VPC. We don't need to put you understand, right, because Why when we need to communicate the GitHub to our GCP, I didn't put any key value in the GCP JSON file because we will use the workload identity, and this is the keyless activity. So I will run this command, applying command, Terraform applying command. Okay, run. Okay, it will take a little time. Okay, now running, we can check the how many finish, and yeah, you see setup chart up and GCP creator share echo. This is I write down the CI configuration. So continuous integration. So now Terraform applying it. Okay, if Terraform apply finish, so it will create the VPC. Okay, Terraform apply finish. So now create a share. Okay, or then that means VPC already created successfully. So it should appear here. Okay, now my VPC network is appear here. So that one is my VPC. Okay, right now I already applied the TCC. So that this is how it works, the workload identity. So that I will not run another code. So this one I will not run again, because right now the purpose of this lesson is how to use the workload identity pool. So when you want to communicate with the GitHub and then the GCP, you don't need to create the SE. After that, when you create the SE, right, then you need to create the SE. After that, you need to generate the key, and then you take this key and then put into this GitHub JSON file. This key is long life, so expiration is a very long time. So it's not the best practice for the real world deployment. So this is not good practice. So right now, when you communicate with the GitHub to your GCP, it will use a token. This token is the only 120 second duration. So within this duration, this token you can use it will authenticate it. So it will not set any key in your GitHub. So that is what I want to explain how to do the applying. So I hope that you understand that one. So in this tutorial, in the comment, I will put my GitHub repository. So my GitHub repository I will open for the public, then you can use my GitHub repository and then you can text it. Okay, if you have any question, please comment it. Thank you.